tonight. It's been a rough day, rough couple of days. We got through it, and we love all the fans coming out to see Adrien Broner fight tonight with Escobedo. As you know, Escobedo was a 2004 Olympian, and I had opportunity to coach Mr. Escobedo, and he's a good kid and great talent. You know what I'm saying? This means a lot to what Adrien did tonight, and you guys seen it. The skills that he has. It's just second to none. I'm telling you. There's more to come from this kid. He's moving up in weight class, another weight class. Because he's young and he's growing, and I just wanted to say all the naysays. He's 22 years old and he's growing. It's time to move on to better things. Think of Golden Boy and Team Escobedo and Al Heyman. We put this thing together, and made a good show for you guys, because it was pretty bad for a minute, but, we got through it.
Any questions?
Brian here, Fight News. Can you give me an idea when you guys had a feeling that Adrien was going to have some trouble making the weight?
I seen it up in camp. I seen it, he started being irritable, and and I seen in the camp, I seen that, the weight was really, making a toll on him. The last week of camp, it was, it was pretty bad. You gotta understand, with Adrien, he's so talented, and with his sparring partner, he spars so many guys, and they got to be heavy to him because the little guys are so little, they won't come back. So we got to get, along with Al Heyman and our team, we had to pick out the best sparring for him. So the best sparring for him at this time, he's so much in shape. And so you got to remember, he was in camp since April, and he was so much in shape, he was just destroying sparring partners. So we got to get guys like 150, 165 sometimes, and it's just the way it is. And to be that, he had to kind of hold his weight. He can't be at 130 and spar at 160. So he got to be, equal as close as possible so he can get to work. Because the main thing in this is getting to work. If he don't get no work, he don't get better. So we kind of possess a little problem of our own by him being so talented. And you just can't just get anybody to come in and inspire this kid from week after week. He goes 15 rounds Monday. We spar 3 days a week. He go 15, 16 rounds, no rest, no water sometimes. He's like a machine, so it's hard to get sparring. That's the whole key. And like I said, you got to get a guy, twice as big as him, and then that don't work sometimes, So it's a mind thing, and I gotta play it. I gotta be right on it. Because he needs to work. He loves this game, and if he don't get to work, you won't see performance like you did tonight.
Who did he spar with when he was in camp?
Well, we got several guys that we had. William Jackson. He's and we had we had some guys from the Olympic team. 50 Earl Spence. Several guys up in Colorado Springs, some of the local guys, but basically, we had this Robert Eastland, he's an Olympic alternate, so, I mean, it's everybody's 40 or over, 140 or over, 45, I mean, that's what they weigh, but they pretty much, but it's 40 and over, no 30 and down, we can't, no way, you destroy it.
Did you change up camp in any way?
We not really, we knew, I know Escobedo, and I know, the pressure of anytime Adrien get out there, use his jab and put the pressure on him and use his skill,
we don't change up for nobody. You know, it's just a basic thing that we do. You know, I mean, we just take our time. We don't get rattled or nothing. You know, he's a smart kid. You seen the way he displayed it. You know, took him apart. Gradually took him apart. You know, so yeah.
He says he's grown. Can he be comfortable at 35, or do you think that could also be short-lived?
What you say now?
35. Can he be comfortable at 35?
Yes, he can be comfortable with 35. You know, I mean, he can be comfortable with 40. You know, but right now we go into the next weight. We're not going up 2 weight classes because he don't have to. You know, he just was over 3 pounds. You know, it wasn't like he was over 10 pounds. You know, he just hit that wall. And you know, for like I say, you get back to we need that performance to perform. You know, so it wasn't like he was 10 pounds overweight. If you seen him on the at the weigh-ins, you see that it was all muscles. There wasn't no fat nowhere. You know, so you got to figure it out. You got kids, you know how they grow. Yeah.
One more. Have you talked to Kevin Cunningham? Because I know he had the same problems with Devin when as he got older, he was having trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we get the same identity. I mean, Devin was fighting 40. I mean, I helped train, help coach Devin when Kevin, wasn't around. He helped coach Adrien, and I'm not around. You know, that's my brother. You know, it's like my brother. You know, and he'll be beside me till I die. He got the same problem. I mean, his kid. Devin been fighting 140 since he was, 13, 14 years old. Adrien been fighting 130 since he was 15 years old, and, he's just, he's 22, That's a lot to ask for him day in and day out, That's a lot to ask, So we're not making excuses, but, it's just what it is, he's growing. That's all it is. Okay, thanks a lot. He should be coming in pretty soon. All right.
Evening, and thank everybody for coming. I'm Andrew Williams with R&R Promotions. We're in co-promotions with Golden Boy as it relates to Adrien Broner, and it was a tremendous fight tonight. It was very stressful at times as it related to the weight and making the fight and making everything work. But Golden Boy hung in there, we hung in there, made the fight happen, and I'm just really happy that Adrien was able to display a great show for his hometown fans. Any questions?
Can you talk a little bit about Brandon tonight too? He had a little more difficult fight than I think he expected.
Yeah, I think so too. But the first thing is Brandon hasn't fought in probably over a year. When you have elite fighters like this, it's tough to get them fights. We went through this in November. Brandon was scheduled to fight. That fight fell out, so he's been sitting since November. You know what I mean? So I think you saw a little ring rust. But as it got late in the round, you saw him start to use his speed. He's very elusive, and I think he was using his defense. And I think at the end of the day, he's an elite fighter, and he's going to be a champion one day as well. Any other questions? I want to thank everybody for coming. Adrien will be coming out in a few minutes again. I want to thank Golden Boy, all of our sponsors. I want to thank US Bank Arena. They've been a gracious host for us, and we would look forward to coming back here. I'm just glad Adrien's able to put on his performance. Thank you.